Hey everybody, good afternoon. Yalancy Peterson here. Today it is Monday, January 18th, 2021. Wow, it's my first time seeing that one on video. It is 11:25 p.m. No, I'm sorry, 11:25 a.m. It's almost noon. Coming to you from Los Angeles, California. I live in Los Angeles, California. I plan on remaining in Los Angeles, California for the rest of my life. Made that decision. Yeah, it's expensive to live in California. Yeah, it's what it is. But this is my home, and despite the challenges, being here has been good for me. So, and plus my family is here, and I want to I want to be near my family, near my mom, my dad, my sister, and a few cousins that I have out here, and also I'm relatively close to my other sister. She lives in, where does she live? She lives in Phoenix. And so I would like to be able to drive across and visit with her. So I'm learning as I'm getting older that family is very important. And I love my family a lot more than I ever thought I would. Let's see. Well, I'm coming on to say hey to the subscribers, those of you who decided to remain with the channel. I appreciate that very much. I also thank those of you who have helped me to get to this point in my life. 2 days ago, I learned that I did contract the COVID virus. After doing everything I could to avoid contracting the virus, it did happen. And, you know, I wasn't even directly told that I had the virus. About a week ago, I started developing symptoms. The first symptom, which I disregarded, was a runny nose. Ever since my stroke last year, March 25th, 2020 was when I had my stroke. And ever since then, my sinus would collapse, close up, and then it would open up again after a few hours. And when it reopened, the mucus that was unable to drain out normally would start to drain out, and I would have a runny nose for several hours, and then I'd be okay. But then the runny nose went from several hours to all day to now just being a continuous thing. So that was the first thing. Then I developed a sore throat. I didn't think anything much about the sore throat because when we recently had high pressure, high atmospheric pressure, and when that happens, there's a change in the direction of the wind. The wind had changed to where the secondhand smoke that normally blew out to sea in the building I'm living in now, at the shelter I'm living in, the secondhand smoke started to blow inside the facility, and it accumulated in the area where I sleep. So as the cigarette smokers went outside and smoked, I'm breathing in secondhand smoke. And I'm sensitive, I'm very sensitive to cigarette smoke. And I started having a sore throat, dry cough, What else? Irritated linings, burning eyes, the whole 9 yards. So when the sore throat lasted a little longer than normal, I didn't think anything of it. I figured it was just dealing with more and more and more secondhand smoke. But the change happened a few days ago when my sense of taste and smell completely went away. I use a urine barrel because even though I've regained my continence, it's still difficult for me to get to the bathroom in the morning because of the weakness on my left side. You can see my cane there. I don't need it all the time, but I do need it in the morning because my left side does go numb. Sometimes the muscles do lock up, and I have to give myself about 30 minutes to relax and let the muscles lengthen so I can start to walk. First thing in the morning, I wake up, I pop open the top to the urine bottle. That absolutely horrible smell fills the air. I do what I need to do. I lay back down, and then finally I go and carry on with the rest of my day. But on the day I lost my sensation of smell, I smelled absolutely nothing. I'm like, wait a second, this isn't right. Because this bottle is supposed to stink. I mean, the smell is horrible. So I'm sniffing all the bottles and I smell nothing. I'm picking up my shoes and I can't smell anything. Smelling my socks, smelling my dirty clothes. I'm smelling everything. Can't smell a thing. So I go down. I eat my breakfast. Everything tastes like wet cardboard. Oh Lord, I have a problem. One of the staff workers, she comes to do her morning rounds and to do the daily temperature check. I ask if she could give me a little bit more time and I'll walk to her and do the temperature check. She eventually, I meet up with her, do the temperature check. Temperature is normal. And then I tell her, I said, hey, I have another problem. My sense of taste and smell is gone. I can't smell anything. Now today, the only thing I can taste is salt. My appetite is okay. I haven't had diarrhea. Food, I eat the food because I'm still hungry and I know what it is. It's just everything tastes like basically, I mean, even unflavored oatmeal has more taste than what I'm eating now. Everything tastes like cardboard. So a few hours later, they came to me and said, okay, we're moving you from the shelter to a quarantine location. They'll be here at 5:30. They got to my location actually at 5 o'clock, which was early. I packed up a few things I needed, and here I am in the quarantine hotel room, and I will be here until I am better. So I decided, hey, now that I can make videos, let me get out there and say hello to everyone. I want to thank all of you for your positive comments, for your prayers, for your well wishes, and for sticking around. I realize that with this video, some of you might say, huh, I'm still subscribed to that dude. I don't want to watch his videos anymore. I'm done. And I understand. That's life. That's how it is. You know, you can't make everybody happy. And I'm trying to figure out what to do with this channel. My ability to produce videos on a regular basis while I'm in the shelter is severely constrained because there is a very strict policy regarding the use of cell phones, cameras, and video capture. I can't use the video features on my phone for any reason. It's strictly prohibited. Also, it's for my protection and the protection and confidentiality of the other clients at the shelter. I've decided to abide by that. Going outside to make videos has proven to be problematic because of the noise, the constant noise. I have no control over it. I'm working on getting a vehicle. It's been an on and off issue with getting the car, and I don't know if it's going to happen or not. We'll see. I'm working with a friend. He has a couple of extra vehicles he no longer needs. And if I get the car, then making videos on a daily basis won't be a problem because I just go to the car, make the videos, and upload them. But that will have to wait until I return to the shelter. Of course, once I get my own apartment, I'll be able to make videos whenever I feel like it. But COVID is a big issue in LA County right now. If you've been keeping up with the news, excuse me. If you've been keeping up with the news, you know that Los Angeles, California, in particular Los Angeles, is now the hot spot in the country. It is, last I heard, it said that 1 in 3 people in Los Angeles County is infected with the virus. And I just read an email from LA County. A new variant has just been discovered in California. More than likely it's here too in Los Angeles County. I believe the way I got infected with COVID was through a dog. And I'll tell you how that one worked out. There's this young lady at the shelter. She has a large breed emotional support animal. And at the shelter that I'm at, emotional support animals are allowed. The dog goes everywhere the client goes. So one day, I was sitting down eating my dinner, and the dog was sitting with the client. The client and I were seated 6 feet apart, but the dog is on a 10-foot leash. Dogs like me. I like dogs. I think they're cool. I think I might get a dog when I get my apartment, if pets are allowed. I don't know exactly which breed I would like to get. The breed I would love to get requires more activity than I am able to maintain for myself due to my stroke. But this particular dog at the shelter, this dog, she's a female dog, and this dog hates all dudes, barks at them all the time. but this dog likes me. I'm like, this is cool. I feel so special. So so she looked at me. I'm eating my food, and she rested her chin on my right leg. I didn't pet her or anything, but my mask was off. And if you know anything about dogs, they do breathe quite forcefully. So look at the distance when you're sitting down from your nose to your knee. And that's probably about as distant as her nose was. There is growing evidence that animals, in particular pets, are carriers of the virus, and they can transmit the virus to humans. Besides, the dog is a mammal. We are mammals. And based on what I understand of biology, it is entirely possible that that is how I contracted the virus, because I have been negative every single time, and I did not deviate from anything since I was in the hospital. Always wearing my mask, except when I sleep. Always washing my hands thoroughly, keeping my nails trimmed. I even intentionally grew out my hair. I shaved it, but I used it as a barrier so that I would minimize the odds of any virus getting inside of my body or exposing any areas by tiny cuts in the skin, in my head or in my face. So what happened was, the dog was there, my face mask was off while I was eating, and I entertained the dog there for about 5 minutes. I took my COVID test, and next thing I know, I'm being hustled out of there and I'm coming here. I had to call the director of the shelter to get confirmation. What is so disappointing in this whole thing is that no one directly came to me and told me, Peterson, you are positive for COVID. No one ever told me. I said, hey, I've lost my sense of taste and smell. The next thing I know, okay, pack what you need. You're going to a quarantine hotel until you are well. And then I still had to track down the director to tell me what's going on, and they barely wanted to tell me I have COVID. I'm like, why? You know, everybody else knows. The government knows. The director knows. The staff knows, and they're giving me these ominous looks. You'll be okay. You'll feel better, and we look forward to seeing you when you come back. I'm like, why are y'all telling me this? I just lost, you know. So there we go. So yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know. I wanted to wait until I told my mother. I haven't told my dad yet, but I will tell him. I told my sister, I told a few cousins, and who else did I tell? And a couple of other people at the shelter. They've since, from my understanding, they've cleared a number of people out of the shelter because we had an outbreak of COVID at the shelter, and it traveled around and reached just about everybody. So we'll see how it goes. My bed is still available at the shelter. The vast majority of my personal property, the important stuff, is still at the shelter. I'm thankful for that. So, but at the same time, if I end up losing everything at the shelter, it's all right, because the things I need with me, I have those things with me here. And we'll go from there. It won't be the first time I've lost everything. So we'll see how it goes. So hey, y'all got me for a few days here, so I would love to know what you want me to talk about. We're in the new year, it's 2021. March and April will be 2 big months for me. I'm looking forward to them. March will be the 1 year anniversary of me having the stroke. Recovering from the stroke, I'm able to walk without a cane. I use the cane for additional balance every once in a while. I do have extreme numbness on my left side sometimes. My vision is about 80%. I do have a field loss in my central vision, but I am able to drive. I am able to pass a DMV vision test, and I can read small print on prescription bottles and things like that. Cognition is normal. A few things are a little off, but I'm able to make decisions for myself regarding the things that you need to make decisions for. I can completely care for myself. I do not require ADA facilities. The only thing I have that which you would say is a ADA consideration is I do have a disabled placard now, because I absolutely need it. My left side, it could go numb at any time, and I don't want to get into a situation where I park far away and I literally have to crawl back to the car if I forgot my cane. I've only fallen one time since my stroke, and I didn't fall. I fell backwards onto my bed. Only time I lost my balance. So I'm thankful for that, because what I don't want to do is fall backwards or fall sideways and fracture a bone, fracture my skull, fall onto something and cause damage in that way. My spirits are good. My spirits are up. I am hoping for the best. I did discover that a good number of people in my extended family, they've all contracted COVID. My mom told me yesterday. I was like, she says, "Oh yeah, everybody got it. They went through, had the symptoms, and then they recovered." a good friend of mine and his wife, they contracted COVID and they recovered. A good friend of mine in Vegas, he is battling cancer. He contracted COVID and he's recovered from COVID, but he's still dealing with his cancer. So, I'm very eager to hear from you all. I've had you on here long enough, and let me know what's going on out there. As far as me dealing with rideshare and deliveries, I don't believe I will be doing that. I do need to rebuild my ability to drive, and rideshare would be a great way to do it. So if I get involved, my accounts are still good. I submit my I always log in, and I let when they want to do the checker, I always log in and I reconnect by authorizing the background checks to go through. So I always do that. And the accounts are still good. I just need to get a vehicle to use on the service. But I don't know. I'm having, y'all know, I'm after what I've been through with rideshare and all like that. Rideshare isn't exactly the wisest thing for me to do. So I'm looking to go into security. The one thing I will be doing while I'm here is studying for my guard card, and I will take care of that here in California, so I can get work as a security guard. All right, everyone. I definitely look forward to your comments. I definitely miss the engagement of working with all of you, and thank you for hanging out. I truly do appreciate those of you who have remained with me, and I wish you all the best. Like my mom always tells me, have your best blessed day ever today. And remember, you want to work hard today to make tomorrow better than yesterday. That's what we're doing. That's what we got to do. Work hard today to make tomorrow better than yesterday. Take care, everyone, and God bless all of you.